Hi, it's Jill Holman here, and today we continue our series on SEO for small business owners, and we are talking about mobile. And you might be asking, why is this important? And it is very important because mobile use is growing very fast. It is currently at about 50%. It could be higher or lower for you depending on your industry. And most small business websites are not ready. So this affects users and Google, of course. Let's dig in. All right, the first area we want to talk about, mobile can seem confusing. There are basically four choices. And that would be mobile responsive, dynamic serving, a separate mobile website, or an app. And Google actually prefers mobile responsive, and it is usually the best choice for most small businesses. So we will focus on mobile responsive. The others tend to be choices that bigger businesses might choose, but for small businesses, really mobile responsive is pretty good. And what this means is that you have one website that responds to different device sizes. So for example, what we're looking at here, you can see it's showing the different device sizes. It's the same website, but it does show things a little bit differently. And for example, you can see specific things like for the larger screens, the menu choices will show, but for the smaller screens, it will be the little hamburger menu. Things like that will vary depending on the device size. And so here we're seeing that it displays well in different device sizes, but that is not all we care about. We also want to be sure it's easily used on small screens and also that a website ranks well in mobile search. So there is a lot going on. But if we go to the second area that we want to talk about, if you are like a lot of small business owners, you might be afraid this is going to be very expensive. And it depends. So let's think about three situations. So A, maybe your website is very out of date, was done in table format or Flash. Then you do need a makeover to a modern platform such as WordPress. And this can be a big project. And then B, maybe your website is in WordPress already, but you use the free theme and you haven't updated it in a while. So changing to a new responsive theme is not so bad. That's not such a huge project. And then C, maybe you are in WordPress with a good theme, such as Genesis, and you just need some tweaks. For example, maybe you need the header image to adjust to various device sizes, but the rest of it looks pretty good. And this is a pretty quick fix. So, of course, we can always do more advanced things with mobile as well, but this is usually the first stage for most small businesses. And it depends on your situation, what setup you have now. And then the other thing you might be asking, so this is the third area we want to think about for today, how important is this to you? And of course, this depends on your situation. It depends on your business. So for example, if you are a restaurant or you cater to young people or local clients, it is pretty important. But perhaps you have a more traditional business, maybe you still have a small percent of mobile use now, then it probably is less urgent for you and your clients, although you will still lose points with Google if you are not mobile friendly. So that is important to keep in mind. And at the very least, as a first step, you want to be sure that important information shows up in the upper left-hand corner on small screens. So, for example, we have small screens on display right here, and you would want to think about your users and what do they really need, especially those mobile people. You know, is it your phone number? Is it your address? What would really help them get what they need quickly? So this probably brings up some questions, and if you want to talk about your situation, that would be great. I would love to talk with you about it. And remember, most small business websites are not ready for mobile, and this does have a negative impact for users and Google. So next up in this video series, we will talk about local SEO. That is it for today. Tune in next time. Bye.